Hi, Narelle here, creator of the My Essence products. Today we're going to be talking about the pH balance of the body. We're going to be discussing the 80-20 rule from optimum health, how we become acidic, what happens in our body when we become acidic, why we don't want to become acidic, what the solution is, and I'll give you a hint, it's remineralizing. And we're going to talk about the best way to remineralize our bodies, being with deep green foods. Okay, let's get on to it. Pioneered by the blood microscopist and biologist Dr. Robert Young, alkaline diet proponents tell us that to optimize health, immunity, and vitality, our ideal intake, our dietary intake is 80% alkaline and 20% acid. Alkaline forming foods are mostly fruits and vegetables. Acid forming foods include just about everything we eat in the typical Western diet. We become acidic due to the excessive consumption of protein and acid forming foods. Our daily protein requirement is between 40 and 80 grams a day. Most of us consume more than 200 grams a day. When protein is metabolized in our body, it breaks down into 3 acids: sulfuric acid, phosphoric acid, and nitric acid. And these 3 acids have to be excreted by the kidneys. Now, in its incredible wisdom, so as not to burn the kidneys on the way out, the body donates alkaline minerals to neutralize these toxic acids. So it's the loss of this buffer of alkaline minerals from the body that increases relative acidity. There are many studies from around the world that show that the more protein, the more animal protein a society consumes, the more osteoporosis it has. Calcium, or lack thereof, is not the problem. Osteoporosis is an acidic disease. The calcium is leached out of the bones by an excess of metabolic acids floating around the body. This free calcium then has to be excreted, otherwise it will be deposited elsewhere in the body. If this free calcium is then deposited in the lining of the arteries, we get hardening or calcification of the arteries. If it's deposited in the kidneys or the gallbladder, we get calcification, we get stones. If it's deposited in the brain, we get calcification of the brain, which leads to dementia. Or if it gets deposited in the joints, we get calcification of the joints, leading to joint pain and stiffness, and down the track, arthritis. So all of these factors that we think are just the onset of old age, hardening of the arteries, calcification, kidney stones and gallbladder stones, arthritis, these are all just side effects of calcification, which is caused by being overly acidic. So if our alkaline minerals are lost because they are excreted with our excess protein and acid forming food consumption, we can do a couple of things. We can either cut down on our acid forming food consumption, we can increase our alkaline mineral food consumption, or we can do both. So the healing process, no matter what is wrong with you, begins with remineralization. Green superfoods are highly alkalizing, neutralizing toxic acids in the blood caused by eating acid-forming foods, as well as stress, environmental pollutants, excessive exercise, drugs, alcohol, coffee, tobacco. All of those things cause acidic conditions in the body. The most potent alkaline forming foods on the planet are the deep green pigment-rich foods, chlorophyll-rich foods. These include the dark leafy green vegetables, the green grasses, and the single-celled algae that form the basis of nutrition for all complex life on Earth. But it's not that easy eating 80% alkaline forming foods. It's even less easy to eat 80% organic alkaline forming foods. This is where the deep green superfood powders enter the scene. Now for deep green alkalising superfood. Contains only certified organic blue-green algae, green grass juices and leafy green vegetables. Nothing else but greens. Algae are an incredible source of densely packed broad-spectrum nutrition. Algae contain more cleansing and healing chlorophyll than any other source. Grass juices are used in advanced healing clinics all over the world, and studies have shown that grass juices are very beneficial in anti-aging, anti-inflammatory and cellular regenerative therapies. Importantly, we only use grass juices in our formula, not the pulverized grass powders, which are almost completely useless for humans because unlike horses or cows, we don't have multiple stomachs and we cannot digest the cellulose in the grass fibers. It is only through the special juicing technique and the extremely gentle low temperature drying process that fully releases all the nutrients and alkaline minerals from the grass into the juice. There is a large and growing body of medical research that indicates that vegetables can prevent and treat many diseases, including chronic degenerative diseases such as imagine if they created a pharmaceutical drug that did all of that. Deep green alkalising superfood is an extremely concentrated source of super nutrition. Just the juice component of 1 teaspoon of the powder is equivalent to over 60 ml, that's 2 fluid ounces of fresh green grass juices. It is 100% raw, vegan and certified organic. It is a potent natural source of alkalising minerals, and it is formulated totally without fillers. No beans, no legumes, no flaxseed, no rice bran, just pure deep greens. Medical studies on the ingredients in deep green alkalising superfood have demonstrated the following. So if you're falling short of the recommended 7 to 10 servings of fruit and veg every day, or you eat any of the acid-forming foods previously mentioned in your diet, or you incorporate packaged or processed foods in your diet, you could seriously benefit from taking deep green. Get some deep green and start to nourish and alkalise your cells with the most potent, nutrient-dense, deep green, certified organic superfoods on the planet. It's quick, it's simple, it's convenient, and it's actually really delicious. To your good health. Enjoy.